Okay, I can explain. No, I can't. No, I mean I can, but like I can't justify being late, really. Not really. I got enough sleep. I woke up fine. I had something to eat. Like I'm objectively fine. I just suck. So I'll own that, to be honest. So is it this one? Yes, okay. Ignore the memes I leave for myself. So I didn't end up using this. I mean, I did, but like I didn't use this explicitly, so that's fine. Okay, so what I want to start doing is looking at specifics because I've got a run of days off coming up, and if I can order some materials, I should be able to bum rush a whole bunch of this. So if I leave a blank slide so I can keep track of where I'm at. So I want to start looking at materials. This is the part that is, I mean, it's all important, but it's arguably one of the most important parts because the more time and effort put into this, the less you have to, you know, screw up, essentially. So I need to consider what I actually want to do with this. So if I have a look at this, yeah, I've done all of that. So I've actually done this, which I can then do that with. I mean, I could, but actually, let me let me do it a different way. Let me do it a different way. I need a more clear. No, I don't want to upgrade. You suck. Right, fine. Fine, let me see what's on here. Do they have ticks on here? If they do, there's every chance that I'll be blind and I'll miss it anyway. So at this point, I'm pretty sure. Screw it. You know what? I'm gonna be really lame. Really lame. Eyes. Um. I mean, I like the green. Now, is this actually a transparent background? Because if it is, go away. Probably not, but let's find out. You know what? There's something funnier about having the background be like that, so I'm gonna keep it my own amusement. Ah, but it doesn't show. Lame. Well. Oh well. A tick is a tick. At least I then have some idea things that I've already covered. So I'd started brainstorming on this bit. So this I have done. Very epic and cool. Right. Where is my drink? My throat is dying. As are my hands, as per. That's the trouble with early morning streams. My limbs are freezing. So doing anything vaguely dexterous is kind of tricky. I gotta do wigs as well. God, why am I like this? Okay, right, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Let me try and focus on just the sword now. I'm gonna take this image anyway. Um where have I been putting? Ah, yes. This. What other memes can I put here? Does it matter? No, no, it doesn't. Let's just say materials for now. Bunnies pending. There. Good enough. Right. So then I gotta think. Do I do just the sword? Do I do everything? So I can do a whole bunch, right? I want to do the sword, but there are other things that I want to do too. Is the sword... Sword I'd kind of take from these, to be honest. Let's do one of those, one of these, and then crop this. So I just have really iffy pics of the sword. I need to scale that slightly. That's better. Not perfect, but it's better. Right, you go there. Ugh, of course. Of course it doesn't quite fit. Right. Oop, that was an accident. This is where the OCD slows me down. I don't need to be doing this. Right. What text boxes have I been using? Let's grab this. Let's grab that. And go here. And around here somewhere. I don't like it when things are exactly in the corners. Upsetting. Alright. Let's select... Ah, no, I can't do this. Okay. Bear with me. Existence is pain. Okay, I feel better about that. Jeez. Right. Wildly unnecessary, but fine. So, let's see. Let's see. Let's call it basics. Things that I know I'm gonna need. Do I do materials or do I do considerations? No. Let's go design considerations. Because I need to know what I'm working with before I choose stuff. So, needs to be lightweight, needs to be strong. As far as supports go, durable, not as much of an issue, but I'd say LEDs, yes. LED/electronics, let's say. Because I don't make anything easy for myself. LEDs. Yes. MCM prop rules/regs. That's super important. Because I'd originally planned to do this out of much more rigid materials, and then thought, will they ban it from cotton if it's too weaponable? So I wanted to make the whole thing out of fiberglass originally. And then it occurred to me that, you know, depending on the regs, it could just not be allowed into COM, which would suck. So I went for LED foam as a probable, but I can check the regs. So, MCM prop rules. That was October 24. Away. Metal blades, cool. Guns. Hard bats, paddles, or clubs. Wooden or metal. Okay, so metal, hardwood. Okay. Sharp items, yep. So metal, wood, hard or sharp materials. Okay. So let's put this somewhere as well, because this is super important. So MCM prop regs. See prop regs. And so hardwood, metal, sharp stuff. What else? Balls or small handheld blades made of metal, wood, or other hard or sharp materials. Laser pointers. I mean, I get that. Silly string, really? I mean, I guess if you're going to use it to mess up someone's cosplay, then sure. Power tools, fine. Chemical weapons, also fair. Fog machines. Okay. I didn't know that. I wasn't going to use any, but that is important to note in case I decided later down the line. Okay. So no glass. Also good to know. Helium balloons. Huh. Anything that can be shot. Okay. Yeah, that's horrifying. Right, let me double check this, because foam is fine. So, metal is a hard no. Hardwood is also a no. Guns means honestly nothing. I'm not planning to make a gun. Yeah, see, this is what I'm worried about, is this. So, because you could constitute it as a hard club if it's made of anything too sturdy, which is why I'm thinking foam is safer. Heavy items that could be used as weapons. Oh, okay. It won't be that. Okay. Mundane items. Lightweight plastic or foam bats, paddles, and clubs are fine. Okay. Ice skates. Huh. Okay. Most musical instruments are allowed. Awesome. Okay. I'm gonna take that though. And I'm gonna say this again, but I'm gonna say A. Oh, fine. And I'm gonna scale this direct from here. Don't do it in bold. Nice. So lightweight plastic or foam. So that gives me options. Because I'm wondering what else I can do. Maybe if I okay. I'm thinking ideas are forming. Of course, it's all it all makes my life more difficult, but it's possible. Let's do that. Okay, so that is useful. Right, here we go. Most melee weapon props are permitted. Yeah. Yeah. Particularly large prop. Your choice of material affect the weight. Any such material is permitted. Lightweight wood. Heavy. Ah. Must dismantle in smaller pieces. Ah, okay. Okay. That is gonna be... Actually, no, because it's not... Yeah. It should be fine, because I am not that tall. Okay. Let me... do I have a tape measure out here? I don't think I do. Of course I don't. I have a ruler. I don't have a meter ruler, though. That's annoying. Okay. Right, hang on. Let me just get a rough idea of how big this how big my mock-up actually is. Because out to there, so 30, 60, 90, 120, and about... Okay, so it's actually under the 150. And it's about 146. So that is actually just about okay. Okay. I may have to consider a few things. I'll have to double check that. Okay. Right. Let's whack this on here. Let's say X size. Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay, so sides are not a thing. Weapons built around a core are permitted. Okay. I can stick that on the A-OK. Or okay. Sharp points rounded off, yep. So that goes into the fine. This is why this matters. If I was just making this for the sake of accuracy, like that's fine. But if I'm making this specifically for conventions, then I have to be a little bit choosy. Sharp points rounded off. Up stuff. Flash points. Let's go here, that. Cool. Right. Okay. That gives me more to work with. Hmm. I've already done that. Okay. Not over costume or clothing. Well, that's gonna be interesting. Things at rests. Okay. Uh. Okay. Points. I mean, that's not gonna be a problem. That is gonna be a thing because I'm gonna be in gauntlets, so I'm gonna whack that in here. What? What was? Oh, yo. All right, that woke me up. What? What is that? Yo, okay, cool. All right. I was not ready for that. Cool. That's the default, I guess. I should have copied the bloody MCM regs title. Let's unbold that. Get rid of that. Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. MCM regs. Whack that in there. Now, just so I remember that that's a thing. Okay. That it doesn't apply to me. Projects. firearms is not a thing. Yeah, it's no firearms. Okay. Okay. Yada yada yada. Alright. That gives me some constraints in of itself. This heater even on? It is. I put it on high as well. I just can't feel my feet. Probably because I've been sat down. It's fine, I'm just going to stand over the heater for a second. Just to try and feel my toes. Alright. I've got some stuff to work with from that. So, yeah. I mean, people have done Fierce Deity at cons before, so it's fine. I just have to consider sword things now. So, this is important. I'm going to underline it and hold it, to be honest. Okay. Give that one of those, because that is a thing. But I'm planning to have it be dismantleable anyway. That's the ideal. But then that comes into this, so let's dismantle into pieces. Well, I need the into pieces. Into pieces. Thanks. Thanks, brain. Thanks, 3 a.m. brain. Okay. So we know that. But now we have more constraints. So, really, I kind of want to put that stuff higher up. So, do it after the fact. It likes to change itself. So, do that. Max. Size 150 sims. Should be okay, because then it's only slightly shorter than me. By like, what, 25 sims? If I could not flip over this bucket of random stuff under this bench, that would be awesome. Right, max size 150 sims, ideally. Is that going to be... It should be fine, because that's how big that is anyway. And if I make it exactly like that, it should be okay. I'm going to say... over 150 sims needs to disassemble. Yeah. Disassemble. Out. Tools. Okay. Well then, I don't need that there anymore because that's here. Yeah, we've covered that here, so... Let's do that. Okay. Max 150 sims ideally. Disassemble without tools, cool. Lightweight, strong supports, LEDs, electronics. Yep, done that. Do they have any rules around electronics? No, I don't think they do, because I've seen people with lights and stuff before. Makeup is whatever. Oh, right, okay, that's just blackface. Cool. Oh, okay. Great. Great. Right. On that bombshell. Right, what else do I need to consider? Prop rules. I mean, those are the biggies, right? Those are the biggies. So with that in mind, let's say material potentials. Or do I just do potential materials? I let's just do same difference, but this just feels slightly more proper. Right. So we need to look at the individual components. So let's get rid of that. Let's do that. Let's say core/support. And then core support. Let's do blade -s really. Let's do hilt/grip. Okay, and then electronics. All right. So then things I have considered for this. Fiberglass, PVC pipe is a classic. Magnets, disassembly. Let's put in washers, disassembly, washers, magnets. Okay, blade. This is where I'm thinking LED foam. Oh, what was it called? Plasticite, I think. I think that's what it was called. That or because resin is too heavy. Fiberglass because glass shell. Because the whole thing in fiberglass would be again too heavy. So that's. Do I need brackets for that? No, I don't. Fiberglass shell /s. This is already getting long. It's always gonna. Up there. No, okay. Of course things don't align. Why would they? That one of those. Give this one of these. That one of these. This is just going to continue to be long, though, so what's the point? What is the point? Right. Yeah, this is where I start losing my tiny mind, so bear with me. I need to consider how I'm arranging all this. Apparently it matters. It doesn't. But it matters enough to annoy me. We got that there anyway. Maybe I just need to do more than one of these. I do those in a separate one. Rid of those. Have my throat die again. Drink. Okay. Right. Tracing paper makes a good diffuser for light. Diffuser. Currently. I'm also wondering about tinted vacuum. Is it vacuum formed or vacuum formed? Vacuum form. It is vacuum form. Okay. I've always wanted to make one of my own. Just a real kind of sketchy DIY vacuum former. Plastic? Plastic. Do I have the facilities for that? No. Slash heat. Plastic slash fine slash clear vinyl. I'm wondering whether I could just lay it on top of something, run a heat gun over it, and then it would just kind of melt down over something. I don't know whether it would do that or whether it would bubble and curl and just suck because it would be too thin. But then presumably, as long as I didn't heat it up too much, but then would it stay after the fact? Oh, that's why research exists, right? Um, Right, for this for me is just a straightforward EVA. Like, just keep it vaguely simple. Would suggest layers slash thick for stability. Dig out a space for electronics. Electronics would stop things rattling about. Yeah, and then I don't have to muck about trying to strap things to PVC pipe. Oh, I understand the premise. It should just make things easier. Embed supports etc. Yeah, I'm at peace with that just being how I handle that, to be honest. Electronics, LED strips, programmable, to pulse, applicable cell pack wires, well, applicable cell pack slash wires slash chips. Slash. I'm gonna say soldering iron. Solder. I feel like I have a soldering iron. No, I've got a wood burner. That's different. Looks similar, but it's different. Solder. Good grief. Well, there are things that I can order, so that's fine. What else? I need. What are they called? What are they called? They're like the little insulation tubing. I don't remember what it's called. It has a name. The stuff that shrinks when heated to cover exposed wiring. That's all I remember from when I did electronics in secondary school. Okay. I was gonna say fiberglass. Rods. Then how would I bend them? Fiberglass. Matting. Slash rods. Because different things, but also maybes. Pipe can bend with heat gun. So, you know. Okay. Hum. Other things and stuff. Oh, the finish is going to be important, to be fair. I kind of want to do that so I can see what I'm doing with my life. That's better. Let's get rid of that. Whack that up there. And then go da-da. And da. I need to bite the bullet on that. Been wanting to get an airbrush for ages anyway. I've got mates that paint things I can ask. I just need something. Airbrush paint. How do you spell Vallejo? Pretty sure that's the one that, like, all the Warhammer nerds use. Pretty sure it's like that, I think. Translucent. Is it am I spelling that correctly? No, I was. Okay. Okay. Just looked wrong. Translucent primer is important. Let's not bold it, because that's annoying my eyes. Let's underline it. Nice. Clear. Do I do gloss, or do I do not? Clear, varnish. Gloss or matte. Varnish / seal. Ent or ant? Neither looks right. I want to say ant. Am I correct? Sealant. It is ant. Okay. Alright. I gotta stop second guessing myself. Okay. Airbrush stuff. Okay, so I now have some things to consider. Do I move this over? I think I do. I think what I do here is move that other way for a sec. Move all of this along to here. Like that. Move this here. That. There. This. Nope, this does nothing. Cool. Fine. Fine. Just move it to be slightly more central, so I'm a little less bothered. Do I have any title things beyond these? I don't think I do. Let's just copy that. Put that up here. And say big sword. Nice. Alright, that is some idea. Better than none. And if I take this, go here, and then whatever. Deal with that later. The sword is my current focus, because that is something I can theoretically get a whole chunk done for in the time I've got coming up, in theory, depending on the materials I can get and in what time. Hence, Google. So, alright. That gives me some idea. Cool, cool. So knowing this, I need to start looking at specifics. So really, it should be a new from duplicate, actually. So I can keep the pics there. So I can now strip this down into How do I quantify this? There's a lot of information. I guess we just do one at a time. Keep that there. What do I want to start with? Get rid of that. I mean, I already have that there, so that can go, really. That can go. Now I've got to expand on a bunch of this. So fiberglass I already have. I need to get some more resin because that dried out a long time ago, despite my best efforts. EVA I've got up in the loft. That's fine. So what are the things that I know I can mess with? Because I've got PVC pipe kicking about in the garage. So that exists. I got a bunch of magnets left over because I ordered a bunch for Wave Mother. They will be somewhere. Just have to find them. EVA I've got. So that kind of has already dealt with itself. So actually I don't need to have this here. Electronics. Okay. So I don't need that part. Yeah, I don't need that part in here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yeah. Yeah, they're fine. So let's try and narrow this down a bit. Magnets I've got. So I just get rid of stuff. Tracing paper I've got a bunch of, but also don't really need that here. I think I've got a couple options with how I approach the blades. To be honest, that is its own thing. That is its own thing. So if I do another of these, and I get rid of on this one, this side of things, on this one, this side of things, and then I focus on a bit at a time. Get rid of the rest of that because I don't need that. Down to max. So I'm going to get rid of that because it doesn't actually apply, I don't think. Let's do that. And then do da 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 da. A lot of this just ends up being trying to organize my brain, to be honest. Okay, that condenses that. Don't need that. That already stops taking up so much space, which is good. Gives me more room for this stuff. And I can move this over here. Okay. So this is where I start considering my options, because I already know the fiberglass. This. So this site is great for like UK stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and just whack the link to this in here. And this is one of the big parts of the research, is acquiring links to things. If I just do this and go fiberglass, that. That for fiberglass. Let's do. Let's just call it XYZ, because I'll come back to it. So what things do you guys do? You do rubber as well? Yo, huge. Okay. Interesting. So I'm wondering, craft and sculpture, plaster and mod rock. Okay, huge. Ancillaries. Do they have like cores? All interesting. Modeling supplies, would it come under that? I suppose it would. I'm wondering if they do like rods and stuff, basically. No, that's just back to this. I mean, additives and tools, maybe. Not really. Okay. What if I just find core? No. Fair enough. I put in rod. No. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. But as far as fiberglass, I've got fiberglass and silicon stuff from them before, so that's fine. PVC pipe. I wonder if they've got pipe on here. I don't think they would. Interesting. Strand map, mold release. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, it's worth a look. Worth a look. Did I get my respirator from these guys? I don't remember. Nah, I don't know. I don't think I did. Fair enough. I might have got filters from them, but I don't know. Okay, so fiberglass. I also need to consider with that respirator filters. That matters. That matters a whole bunch, actually. Let's do XYZ again. And then let's go PVC pipe. Right. I'm going to BRB real quick to go get a drink. So bear with. I'm going to have a think about this, and then I will return. Okay, I am back. This one? Yeah, right. So I had an important revelation whilst stood at the sink getting more water. And it's something else I need to consider. And it's quite a big one. So I'm gonna do this. Hard finishes and chips. So aim for flexible TBH. Why? Come on. Let's just do that. Still hate it. So try for flex. I don't enjoy it, but I'll live with it for now. Yeah, hard finishes can chip, whereas flexible finishes tend not to. That matters. Yeah, respirator filters, that's important. PVC pipe, and then we can look for LED foam. Heat. Well, let's just say clear plastic slash vinyl. Yeah. Right. Respirator filters. Where did I get them from before? I would have to check the specific specs on my respirator, which is not currently out in the garage because I was using it in my bedroom when I was sanding the wall. So I can't check. I do know it's Moldex, though. That's all I remember. I know there's an E1 on there somewhere, but I don't remember anything else. So, oh well, deal with that later. LED foam. It's a whole thing. Do I do that? I think I do. I think I'll bring this over here as well. So this is where I have to Google things. Can you heat form fiberglass rods? Yes. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I'm not looking to remold the panel. What about if I just look into good cause for foam weapons? Yeah, I know they are, which is why. Or carbon fiber, okay. then it doesn't have to be rods, right? Mm. Okay. Well, so that's the thing, is I'm thinking I can do fiberglass after the fact, rather than, so if I, let's call this, basically what this is, or if I say PVC pipe vent with heat, glass on top, process ideas, let's call it that. Then we don't need this because we have this somewhere else. We already know we can use all of this. We don't need this. We don't need it. It's fine. Fine. Let's bring this over here. Move that back over there for now. I can shrink this. This doesn't need to be big. This is just sources, so it's whatever. This 12. 12. Gonna bring up one. You're here. That. 12. X, Y, Z. That. 12. X, Y, Z. I'm going to need that eventually. So let's go. We've already done LED foam. Yeah, alright, so we'll do that. And X, Y, Z. Right. That is then set up. So materials list. Process ideas. With heat gun. Core. Well, we already know that's what that is. All right. So the very beginning actually would be to lay lay, what would you call it? Draft mock-up. Lay mock-up sword flat. Cover with, I would say cling film, but also heat, but also cover with, or do I just trace it? No, it's going to be more useful to just have the thing. Yeah, because what am I going to trace it onto? Unless I have an old roll of, like, ancient wallpaper somewhere. Got an old blind. I think my nan was planning to use it for something, so I won't cut it up. I don't think there are any big rolls of paper that I can use. So I'll just put cover with something, I don't know. Well, kind of something I don't know. PVC pipe. So first of all, what I actually need to do is this is why okay, so I have to go through this in my head and think, okay, when I actually come to do the thing, what are the steps I would go through? Because as I'm thinking about it, I will find other necessary steps that I hadn't considered, and I'll have to put them in like order. So if I don't think about this and go through piece by piece, then there are things that I will miss. So what I actually need to do is measure mock up blade in its entirety, i.e. following the curve, yeah, they should be the same, because, yeah, following the curve, blade, just in the entirety, following the curve, following each curve, following the separate curves. No, following the curve. Just say I know what I mean. I know what I mean, but I can illustrate it. In fairness, let's do this for a second, because I'm gonna get rid of this because I feel like this is gonna get complicated. So, for the sake of argument, can I draw on this? Insert. Oops. I can tell you what I can do. Or what I should be able to do. I should be able to screen print this, open it in gallery, and then draw on it. Nice. Right. Let's do it in black so I can see what I'm doing with my life. And then literally just do dots along the thing so I know what I'm talking about. I also need to consider it needs to go deep into there too. That seems fine. One of my workmates is awake because she's just reacted to something that I put in chat. Epic. Do I tell her I'm streaming right now? I feel like that might be a terrible idea. And I've got that. So I don't need these on here. What I can then do is I'm just going to say hi to my workmate. Told her I'm streaming. I feel like this is a terrible idea. See if she gets back to me. Okay. So let's call this that, and then let's label it. And we go here, we go this, we go that. Then I know what I'm talking about. And I'm also going to put some notes next to it. So, note, measure down into the hilt to account for activity slash disassembly. Yes. Okay. Good. Now I have half an idea. Okay. Right. Then I'm going to use measurement to order PVC pipe. Check for rigidity slash stability of material. Stability of material. Material slash ability to heat form. Okay. This is just the ordering phase. Oh no. Oh, hey Grace. how's it going? Good morning. I'm hoping I won't be getting the bus today, but it depends how long I'm doing this for. So we'll see. We'll see. Might be bus gang again today, depending on how distracted I get. Too early? Nah. Nah, it's never too early. Don't know what you mean. Don't know what you mean. Especially after yesterday. Bus squad! Bus gang! Yellow team! Imagine if we coordinate with Uche today. Ugh. Ugh. Absolute dream. I don't even want to think about what's going to happen today. Not after yesterday. Yeah, right. Okay. What was I doing with my life? I remember. It was step by step. Got it. That fact covers something. Easy pipe. Then with heat gun. I need to consider how they intersect. Because that's gonna be a thing. Because they lay on top of each other. So I need to actually consider thickness. Yesterday was so weird. Well, I mean, it was extra weird for me because like we dealt with all of that first thing, and then I wandered off to go sort something else out, and then I'm coming back toward the lab, and then Debbie says, "Have you heard what's happened with the first?" I said, "No," and then she explained, and I was like, "Oh, right, that's what 7-1." So got back in the lab, and then Aaron is like, "Have you heard what's happened?" No, but yeah, actually, I have. I just found out in the corridor. So yeah, that was definitely weird. Um, Thickness matters. Lol. Because blades overlap. So thinner is probably safer. Maybe. Might be safer. I mean, this is going to be pretty thick anyway by the end of it, which is why I'd originally considered just flat fiberglass, but then brittle, potentially, which is a concern. So then it did make me think, carbon fiber? I don't know. I think I can get away with thinner. Were you making this list for an hour and a half? Yes. Well, not specifically this list. I've been... What? I did this one first, and then I've been going through periodically trying to figure stuff out. So, you know... I mean, technically, a lot of these are repeats, so I feel like that's cheating, but... Yeah. So, actually... That can go, because that will be cheating. But... Just realised I've got 32 pages of this thing so far. Wow. Yeah, thanks. This is what goes into making anything ever. So you get a little glimpse into my nonsense. I'll be streaming more of it properly over the time that I'm off, because I'll be able to actually make some fun stuff. So yeah, that'll be good. That'll be nice. Proper kind of big things, you know. But I got to figure out what I need to order to be able to get all of that done. Which is where this comes in, and I have to think about, okay, if I was actually going to start doing the thing today, what would I need for it? And that always takes the longest. It's like packing for going on holiday. Like, I always start packing weeks before I'm going anywhere, because I keep remembering little things as I go. It's the same with this. If I walk through in my head how I plan to make something, I'll go, oh no, wait, but I need to know that, and I'll need to have this, and, you know. So that's why I do it like this. Yeah, you will be asleep at this time, for sure. But when I have days off, then it'll be, you know, during the day. So it'll be fine. I know you don't make lists when you travel. That upsets me. That upsets me on so many levels. Like, how you don't have insane anxiety around that is genuinely beyond me. I don't get it. It would freak me out not knowing what I did and didn't have with me, or what I needed. Like, absolutely not. I will never understand. Yeah, normal hours, right? Exactly. Exactly. So, all good. There'll be a whole bunch going on in normal hours. In fairness, tomorrow, I might end up streaming while I'm sorting stuff out in my bedroom during the day. 'Cause I've got a bunch of stuff I need to do. It's not particularly exciting, though. So, but then I suppose this isn't super exciting either. But, you know, oh well. Yeah, yeah. It's just one of those. If I'm doing it anyway, then I may as well stream it. You know, I just have to remember to save the videos afterwards and whack it on the YouTube. I'll make a proper like time lapse at some point, so no one has to sit through my inane ramblings at 2 in the morning. Just speed everything up. how's my room going? Well, still looks like a crime scene. The wall is, well, I think it's mostly smoothed off now, but it is just a little bit terrifying to look at. And sleeping there just feels really odd. So, yeah, everything's just kind of stark and white, and like there are like kind of lines where the tape used to be for the grid, and it does just look like an actual crime scene. But I'm planning tomorrow, gym in the morning, once I get back, sort myself out, and then it'll be a lot of like wood stain and varnish and sorting out the frames for stuff. Also, ignore the bot. I need to fix it because there's no music yet because I still haven't figured out how to like properly credit the music that I'm using. So I don't wanna use anything that is free to use without following like people's specific guidelines on credit, just because it's scummy and I would feel bad. So ignore the bot. It's lying. That'll eventually be true, but for now it's a lie. Yeah, yeah. It's one of those. Have I had the time to sort that out? Not really. No. But as I say, if I'm off for a bunch of days in a row, it gives me maybe the opportunity. But I mostly want to be dealing with this, to be honest. So that's probably what will actually end up happening. Is I do my usual, and I'm like, oh, I've got the time, but I could also spend it on this, and I would rather. So that's why I'm trying to figure out what I need to buy so that I can do that, and then just start making stuff because that's the interesting stuff to watch, you know, and it's the interesting stuff to do. Frankly, I will forget. Yes, yes, I will. Much like yesterday with the pump, I absolutely forgot, and I will forget literally every time. Like if it's us again first thing this morning, I would put money on me forgetting. Even after this conversation, I will still forget. I guarantee it. I haven't actually seen who's doing what today. I haven't looked. So, I don't know. Um but then I kind of don't want to rely on that. So that's maybe um or just straight in with EVA, the basic shape. Well, the basic shape is the main shape, really. Let's do that. Not you. Okay. Okay. I don't remember. Actually, have I even looked? I don't think I have. I don't think I have. I think I just saw, 'cause I had a couple of notifications on WhatsApp, and one of them was from you. So I was like, oh, that's very early for you. I'll go have a look. And I think the rest of them were for Assad's birthday. So I just was like, oh, that's nice. Anyway, because I'm a terrible person. It's fine. Happy birthday, Assad. He will never watch this. I should I should just actually message happy birthday. I kept seeing it yesterday and thinking, oh yeah, I'll get around to that. Nah, no, I forgot. I forgot. Suppose it depends. Need to have breakfast. See you on the bus. Yeah, yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. You go sort yourself out. This isn't exciting anyway, so it's fine. And I'll maybe see you on the bus, depending on how much longer I decide I'm doing this for. So yeah, catch you in a bit. Yeah, I reckon EVA is probably the way to go for this. Or I could do that and then do EVA after the fact, just so that there's something. But then EVA, layered, it's pretty strong, but then it's not super rigid, and I kind of need it to be. So let's say EVA for the main shape. Carve channel for height. Blue. Place. Blue. Channel for height. For the main shape, but then I should probably specify how I'm doing that. Shape. Channel for pipe. Assemble each blade as a sandwich. And then if I kind of illustrate that somewhere, I know what I mean. Currently, the future me might look at that and wonder what I'm on other than meth. But then it's easier to draw that than to, no, I can, whatever, it's fine, I can do this. I can do this. Let's do this real quick. Let's say that black outline black. So say one of these, and then let's say do one of these, and then central, and then fill that. I don't really want to do the same color as the background. That's just going to be annoying. And that's much closer to the background, so my bad. Right, let's do it lighter then. This is for the sake of, really? Right, you go here. We're going to want this. Want two of those, and then if we say this is oh, white is just unpleasant on the eyes. There we go, that's better. So that and that and that. And then more shapes. Give me an arrow. Black, black. For the sake of ease. And then it'll be one of these. One of those. And another one of these. then another one of these. And it's literally just that, that. Except I'm going to do the outline in white. Well, actually, white might be horrendous. And maybe I outline these in white to begin with, so it makes more sense. Yeah, that seems fine. So, and I'm going to title this one Big B. Just not bold it. Actually, let's put Big Sword Process Ideas. I'm going to call this /blades. Okay. And then this is going to be that. Nice. Okay. There. EVA for mid shape, carve channel for the pipe. And then pipe, grey, black, pipe, PVC pipe, white, middle. Oh, that explains what the hell is going on here. Bring this further. Okay. Nice. Then I'm gonna say Dremel edges to bevel, keep central high point. Slash bevel, keep central high point, because it looks witty. But also because pipe such. That kind of handles that side of things, I think. Yeah. Middle. So I'm actually going to say, before we get to the dremeling of anything, I need to consider and EVA just past hilt. So there's something to embed. Dremel edges slash bevel beyond hilt obs. I mean, does that matter? Nah, it might not, because if it's going into that anyway, then I'll just do that and then leave that up to future me. That's fine. Right. Here's the main shape. Yep. Damage. Awesome. And then Dremel it so it looks nice. Okay. Right. Remembered something else that's super important. So the import con. Oh, let's just all caps it. Import, because I need to draw attention to this. Material, please. Material thicknesses matter. Consider thickness of LED foam. Foam when creating the core. I.e. make the whole thing a few mil thinner. Thinner will shorter, thinner slash shorter to count the extra material. Okay. Yeah, that's super important. To account for extra material. Yeah, that is super important, which is why I think the pipe needs to be reasonably thin, really. Yeah. So I might actually make that bigger, just because I need to draw my attention to it. Let's do that as well. Hopefully, I then look at that and go, ah, yes, that matters. Yes. Is there anything I can do to make that even more obvious? Because if I forget, it's gonna screw me over. Outline. Let's make it white, but let's make it dotty, and let's also make it oh, it's obnoxious. And it should be the first thing I see when I look at this, which is good. So let's call this Big Sword Links to the Past. Ha 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 ha. I think I'm hilarious. I'm lying. So lame. It's lame enough that I'll remember it, and that's the main thing. Is just trying to find ways of working around my brain. Okay, well, that's gonna take that as well. Go do that. Go do that. Right. Move this up slightly. That up slightly. that up slightly. This is the part that really doesn't matter, but it's gonna bother me if I don't mess with it. Totally inconsequential. Alright, that explains this. This pretty much is the main premise of that. Okay. Then it's gonna be and then that's gonna be LED foam is gonna be its own thing. Okay. So that's its own thing. That's its own thing. That I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna check. I definitely have it somewhere else though. Yep, I do. And then don't need these anymore. Don't need that. That can stay because it's important. And this is going to be where it comes to like LED foam and stuff. How long have I been going? Almost. All right. So at around the 2-hour mark, I'm going to duck out. Because work does exist, and I need to go and become vaguely presentable. Doesn't involve an awful lot, but you know, vaguely. But at least I've got an idea of the things that I need from here. So this is based on PVC pipe slash fiberglass slash fiberglass rod. Oh, safer. Yeah. Have something to know. Then end pipe slash rod heat gun of channel for pipe slash rod. Assemble with PVC pipe slash fiberglass rod. Okay. So there's something to embed beyond just the pipe slash rod. Pipe slash rod. Don't do that. No. Yeah. Okay. That all makes sense, to be fair. And that gives me something to work with as far as processes and such. But I need to know thickness of the LED foam. That's going to matter. Yeah, it's gonna matter. So I also need to know how many okay. So that matters. And then do length and thickness of blades will inform how many meters of LED strips to order. Strip thickness consider strip thickness, how tightly they'll lay next to one another. Let's do slash. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's before I forget anything. Alright, 2-hour mark, fair cop. So, I won't be doing an early morning stream tomorrow, because I have the day off, but also because I'm trying to get back into sensible routines. So, gym tomorrow morning, but then day off, but then also bedroom. So, yeah, I'll have to see, because I suppose, mm, I suppose I can do dribs and drabs intermittently, but bedroom is going to be a priority, because living in a crime scene just sucks. So I'd rather sort all that out. But also, I need to do this so that I can order stuff, so that I can actually get on with things. So, I'm going to try and juggle that tomorrow, I guess. Maybe I don't know. I'll have to think about it. And it'll be on my brain the whole time I'm at work this morning, so that's fine. Cool. Okay. I am going to call it here for now, but I will be back tomorrow with something. So, yeah, there's that. There's that to, I was going to say look forward to, but not really. It's not an awful lot going on yet. But oh well, better than nothing. So, I will catch you on the flip side at some point tomorrow. So, have a good one. Look after yourselves. I'll catch you in a bit.